Hello survivors, welcome back to the Long Dark. We're in Milton House, about to head down to Meadows Farm and then on to Milton Basin. We've got a cabin fever risk, which is currently running at about 20 to 25%. We're not going to be spending a lot of time indoors this episode, so let's just grab what we've got to take.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And let's get down, drop this off at Meadows Farm. I'm going to take, we've got 7 saplings there. I'm going to take another 3 with me and another maple sapling. Leave those ones here. We'll leave the bunny pelts here to remind us that we need a 4th. We're not taking the coal, we've already picked up the metal. Let's get out. We need to pick up some meat. It's sunrise. Beautiful red sunrise. Means there's a storm coming in. If it follows true, we're going to take this wolf meat down to the farm. Meanwhile, we're going to have a piece of venison for breakfast. And we'll take a drink of water just to top us off. There we go, let's get to the farm. Now, I'm hoping that we're not going to have worries with wolves in the town today, because it's only 2 nights ago that we fought the entire wolf pack. We harvested one in yesterday's episode. And I forgot to say, I hope you're having a great weekend. This is the Sunday evening episode, so I hope you had a great weekend. Just checking for feathers here, none. Dropping down via the bridge. Looking for any signs of movement. Don't see any. Can't see either deer or wolves on the move out there. Let's head down into the barn, drop off the saplings, then into the house and drop off the pelts and guts. Drop off most of that wolf meat at the house. We'll keep a couple of bits with us for heading down into Milton Basin. Once the sun does come up, it'd be nice to have blue skies, because we've got to create a couple of campfire spots, and I'd rather use the magnifying glass for doing that rather than matches. It's just to set the locations of the campfires on our route. I don't know if it's true or not, but I always feel relighting a campfire is more sure than starting one from... God, Rabbit, you scared the crap out of me. You glitched? Actually, we best get him picked up.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, and the arrows are way under there and broken, look. Well, better to break it now. Right, let's get those saplings in here. Right, we've got guts in there. Actually, we can put another 2 guts in there. That's for making the bows.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
What we'll do is we'll harvest that rabbit in the house. That's going to give us something to cook now. We'll do that en route. Alright, let's drop the wolf meat. I'm going to drop 3 of them. Gives us a moderate amount of meat for when we come back. Right, wolf pelts. As we know, wolf pelts are glitched. You can't reposition them once you drop them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wolf pelts here, 6 deer hides. We want to try and get these last 2 guts under that shelf by the door. In fact, we're not going to get them in if we try it like that. Let's try it this way. There we go. Right. Now, we're carrying 35 kilos. We need to figure out why. Well, we've got 2 kilos of metal. I think we're going to have to just harvest that stick. Save a little bit of weight with that. Harvest that torch. Save a little bit of weight with that. Harvest that arrow. Got to drop that can opener. So if we put the can opener up here with the other bits and pieces. What else have we got? We've got 2 kilos of meat, we've got 2 kilos of water, and 2.5 kilos of rabbit. Right, so let's. Well, we could stand outside to harvest the rabbit. Because we've got 2 broken arrows and a third that's about to break, I'm thinking we'll go back to the workbench briefly, craft one of those birch saplings into a set of 3 arrow shafts, and we'll take them with us as well. So let's just stand outside to harvest the rabbit. That'll help to reduce the weight because we can leave the pelt and the guts here. Check we don't have a dog hanging around. We don't. 1.5 kilos. It's going to take 34 minutes. Let's get it done. Right, let's drop his pelt and his guts in here. the rabbit pelt. We'll lift it off the floor. We'll put it on there. Put the guts there. Still no dogs. Because it's going to take, I think it's an hour and a half. $30 to do an arrow shaft. Well, it's worth cooking up that rabbit anyway. We can start the fire with the magnifying glass. So let's do that.
Come on.
Excellent.
Turned out pretty well.
42 minutes should be more than enough to cook the rabbit. Why is that not placing? It's not snapping to the hot plate the way that it normally does. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, we'll leave it like that to cook. How long does it need? 7 minutes. And that one's not showing us cooking at all. Is my game glitched? Well, let's just pass time till that one's ready. Take it. That's still... Fire barrel's got 27 minutes. There we go. 26 minutes. We've got 25 minutes on the fire. Just use a piece of that. Add fuel. And let's quickly get these arrow shafts made. Rabbit's taken, and yeah, here's the weather. This is what I was worried about. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get moving so quickly this morning. Right. How's our load? 33 kilos. How's our calories? Pretty low. So I'm going to eat both those pieces of rabbit. I'm going to eat a pair of cattails. Take a drink. That's just over 31 kilos. Let's get down to the climbing rope, because it's only midday. We've got cabin fever risk, so we can't sleep in the farmhouse. We've got to sleep outside. However, there's a cave between the two ropes. Can't really afford to pick up sticks, but what we can do is pick up some sticks and drop them at the top of the climbing rope, so that at least we've got fuel to make a campfire if we need it on the way back. A couple of episodes ago I was lamenting that I did not do a drawing at the top of the climbing rope, so we must remember to do it this time. That bunny spotted me. No point even trying to take a shot. Apart from which I want to conserve the condition of the arrows. Right, so let's drop those sticks. Takes us back down to 31.09. I don't think we'll get a drawing here. I think it'll tell us it's too foggy. It's letting us do it. There we are, that's this area done. We do need to get that middle section done. I thought we'd done it. Never mind. Right, we still need to lose a kilo. And what I'm actually going to do, let's just check. How's his hunger and thirst? His hunger can do with the top off. His thirst is not too bad. So I'm going to use that tin of peaches. That'll save us a half kilo. That rehydrates us. We can drop the extra tin here. That takes us down to 30.49. Not really anything in there to drop. I meant to drop one of those bandages at the house. Kind of stuck here for weight. We really are struggling. There is really not a lot that we can drop, apart from maybe a kilo of wolf meat. This is one of those times when you wish you'd harvested in half kilos instead of full kilos. I don't want to drop any of the metal, so a kilo of the wolf meat it's going to be. Now I just wonder, will it let me set a campfire? And use the magnifying glass? No, I didn't think so. So we need to drop that stick again. We're at 29.5 kilos, which is good. That'll get us down to the first ledge. What I want to do here is move all of these sticks That might encourage more sticks to respawn. By moving them, it'll make them, excuse the phrasing, but it'll make them stick to the map, and it may cause additional ones to respawn, so that we increase the stockpile here. This is another area where fuel and firewood and all the rest of it is severely limited. There is, however, a cave here, and we can set up a campsite in the cave. There's usually almost nothing in here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, we know. Right, so at this point, air temperature -12 feels like 11. If we move to the back of the cave here, air temperature -4 feels like 18. See, this is the warm part of the cave. So what I really want to do, I really want to get the fireplace set out, and I'm going to have to use a match to do it. But we'll just do it with one stick, just to lock the fireplace into position. Come on, fire, burn away, come on, burn, burn. There we are, that'll lock the campfire into place. So now we can drop the fuel here. At least get them a bit closer together. Drop all of those sticks there. And there is coal in this cave. It's not coal that we need at the forge, so what we will do is we will gather it up. Only 3 pieces. That's all I can see is 3 pieces. Okay, no problem. We'll gather it up, and then if any more respawns, we'll be able to gather that up as well. Well, start of a new campsite. Just check our inventory. 29.49 of 29.54. Now I want to get down the rope before we tire any further and have to drop something else. So first thing I'm going to do is stand beside this rope, do another drawing. There we are. The cave's now on the thing. Notice the ropes are not on it, which is kind of strange. Too encumbered to climb. Damn, we did tire too quickly. Well, we can eat a little bit and drink a little bit, which might change the situation. So I don't want to touch that piece of meat just yet. What I'll think I'll do is I'll eat a couple of cattails. Take a drink of water. There we are. And if we're very fast, we can get down that rope before we become too encumbered again. Phew. Right, what we really want to do now is find some sort of shelter. And there's precious little of it down here, except at a ruined cabin that's a fair way down. I'm going to need to try and gather a lot of sticks for making fire. Fortunately, it's still early enough in the afternoon that we can get to where we have to be to get shelter for the night. Or we could even get out of this map, or this part of the map, and get into the entry to the muskeg and get to the caves where we spent a few nights last week, I think it was, or the week before this week. Yeah, you're going to have to live with it, mate. We need all these sticks for creating a fire. Especially if we can't reach the caves. Now, there's a load of rose hips there. I'm going to leave them for the return journey. Damn it. Could really have done with getting a couple of rabbits. Oh God. What is up with my aim today? This one is the favourite one because I'm shooting into the snowbank. The arrows are not going to go flying off into the distance. And we can afford to spend a little bit of time doing this. The weather's not too bad. What this of course is doing, that we have to be aware of, is that it's weakening our arrows. Any more sticks here? Yes. Might even find some saplings across here. More reishi down there. Crows above something there. Question is it a guy or is it a harvestable carcass? Let's go find out. It's interesting, there's cattails up there. Let's go get them. We've got the time to do it. I'd like to get that piece of fur, but I don't think we've got time to do that. Not many cattails, just a couple. There's a few more in there. There's one here. More sticks. That wind seems to be getting up. We may need to find shelter very soon. There's a birch sapling. I'm going to use that last piece of charcoal and do a drawing here. There's a backpack there, according to that. That's one reason for doing a drawing. There it is, up on the hill. Right, let's drop it while we're safe. Let's drop the axe. Let's get that. Pick up the axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 7 or 8 cattails in here. Tempted to leave them for the return journey, but we'll check out that backpack. Oh, and there's more rose hips up here, look. Decent piece of fir wood there. Let's just...
Could end up being useful.
Ragged wool socks. Well, that's cedar, not fir. Well, at least we can break it down for cloth. And again, we'll leave all these resources here. We may need them another time. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 cattails across there. So, somewhere between 8 and 10 cattails in this clearing. Plus about 7 or 8 rose hips, which is good. And I spy a deer carcass. I'll just walk sideways looking for the wolf. There is usually a wolf around on the lake. He might be down at the far end. And there's that ruined cabin that we may spend the night at. .7 kilos. Gonna take us 3 minutes. Let's get it. We're getting pretty tired, so we're gonna be able to sleep a good night. It's 21 minutes to harvest his skin. .14 minutes to... Well, we might as well get them. We're not going to be able to cure them down here, but we can haul them through to the cave and maybe make use of them. Feathers. Definitely need feathers. Because the ruined arrows we're only getting 2 feathers each from. So we're automatically a feather short for remaking them. There's another one up there. Right, let's see if we can get down to that ruined house. We're going to have to spend the night there. And it'll be worthwhile to pick up some more sticks on the way down. And also to get some more cattails if we bump into them. Although I don't want to strip this place of cattails because we may need them on the way back. Sticks will respawn. I'm not sure about cattails. I keep seeing cattails in areas that I'm sure I've harvested before. But I'm not 100% convinced that they do respawn. So what I'll do is I'll take the ones that are on a direct route for us. And I'll leave the others that are just slightly off route. So that we've got a supply for the return journey. And we're coming up to being overtime. It's Sunday. It's supposed to be a slightly longer episode on a Sunday, but we've had a few that have been... We don't have the bow out. We've had a few episodes that have been over length this week, so I don't want to have too many of them. Now I know that there is a lot of rose hips down at this ruined cabin. We've got more bunnies. It'd be nice to get a couple of bunnies. Oh. Took 1 or 2 steps too many.
walk with this much gear.
You'll thank me for it later, trust me. Right, now it's getting too dark to get out of the basin.
I could use this.
We'll take it. Oh, we're not taking that though. We'll take it and drop it up here. So we'll leave that crate to smash up on the way back. Same with that chair. We'll take the loose wood just now. See, more rose hips, more cattails, more bunnies. Reishi. So quite a bit of stuff here. Oh, wow. We'll leave the pot on there because we can use that to cook the rabbits. Empty.
I think I can use this.
Baseball cap, we can rip that down for cloth. Now we're fairly sheltered in here. It's not 100%, but... Right, first things first, we want to harvest the bunnies before we get the fire going. What's the temperature? 11 degrees. So yeah, let's harvest those bunnies. This one's a fatty. That's 33 minutes. Right, let's get the fire on. Seriously doubt it's going to let us use the magnifying glass. No, it's not. I didn't think it would. Start with sticks for the best possible fire starting chance, 90%. Because we're using cardboard matches, our fire starting chance is down a little bit.
Come on. Come on.
Hooray! Let's pile the sticks in, because those we can get loads of. Let's cook a piece of rabbit in there. Sounds like an aurora coming up. Right, 25 minutes, 17 minutes. Let's just speed through this.
I'm so tired. I could just lay down right here.
Let's make a couple of litres of snow in here. 42 minutes till melted. I don't think we've got any more meat to cook. Oh, that's raw. Oh dear. Right. Okay, we'll have to do that the old-fashioned way on the hot plate. We'll take that. Now, what state's that tomato soup? 53% on the tomato soup, 0% on the peaches. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get them peaches cooked. Speed cook them. We've got to take it and then go into inventory to eat it. Level 5 cooking, of course, so we don't get food poisoning. That'll give us an extra can. Yeah, so we want to drop that. That'll give us 2 cans here. And 33 minutes to boil. We'll pass time on that. Take that.
Feels like a lot of gear.
I'm going to load the stove up with whatever we've got. That only gives us 4 minutes. That gives us 7 hours. I'm tempted to break that chair up and get us at least another hour. What time of day is it? Yeah, we want at least 1 more hour.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
One hour to break it up with the hatchet, 2 hours by hand. So, choice of hatchet or hand, let's break it down. Let's add all of that. That gives us 8 hours. So what we can now do is put down the sleeping bag as close to the fire as we can get it. And we need to eat and, well, we don't need to eat, but we certainly need to drink. There we go. And we can certainly get, well, we're absolutely exhausted. I'd like to put a 10-hour sleep in, but I think a 9-hour would be more prudent. We'll get an extension on the fire because it's outdoors. "106 days, 14 hours, 27 minutes. So that puts us into day 107. Sunrise is coming up. The fire's still going with 2 hours on it. How exhausted are we? We're still pretty tired. So what we'll do is we'll take a drink. And we can't see it there. Let's find a small piece of meat here. That little bit of rabbit will do. It's only 100 calories, but that gives us 700 calories. With 2 hours on the fire, we can certainly afford to sleep another hour. That'll just remove a bit of the fatigue, yeah. We'll pick up the sleeping bag and we'll call the video there. That's a bit longer than normal. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. As always, please check the video description for links to my other channels. Subscribe to me on YouTube, which costs you nothing. Remember to click the bell icon so you get notifications of new videos. And give the video a like. Add your comments down below. I love reading your comments, and there's a few of you give me challenging questions which I like to answer. I look forward to seeing more of those. As always from me, it's not goodbye until the next video tomorrow. It's bye for now.